Let's start with kind of the most obvious one, and that's that we're getting already. And is can I require my employees to actually get the vaccine? Can I make that required? Is that something I can do, Amanda?
So, actually, this is something that we're going to get into another gray area, as always, with HR. So, as many of you know, most states in the country, with the exception of Montana, are what you would call at-will states. So, technically, yes, you can terminate someone or require someone to get, if they don't get the vaccine. However, as with all other areas of HR, there are some gray areas in terms of legal ramifications and litigation. So, just to kind of take a look at what's been done in the past, the vaccine itself this time is a little bit different from what companies have been dealing with. So, historically there have been companies and industries that require vaccination, and that's been allowed. Water waste management, where a hepatitis vaccine is required, or certain healthcare industries where they're required to get a TB shot or something. So it's not unheard of. However, what's different this time, of course, everything's different with COVID. It's unprecedented. We've heard that word 1,000 times. But a typical vaccine approval process takes years and years to get approved, from clinical testing and clinical trials, and then it goes through all the different FDA approval chains and for final review. But since we're in a global pandemic, the vaccine has actually been put under an expedited process called the emergency use authorization for a public health emergency. So at this
Mm.
point, it's still a point of contingency for a lot of employment attorneys. They're kind of split as to whether or not an employer can require a vaccine until a vaccine gets the full FDA approval. So the law is unclear on that and is yet to be tested in court. And I'm sure that's going to be around the corner. An employee, I'm sure, will, if somebody gets terminated for not getting the vaccine, they could challenge as a wrongful termination due to the emergency status of the vaccine and the fact that it's not fully FDA approved. So that hasn't been argued in court yet, but I'm sure that's around the corner. So that's something we're all going to want to look out for.